Mrs. Oliver here. I'm going to go over your PSSA review, Lesson 4, Point of View. Point of view is when we are deciding the perspective of the author. We can either pick first person or third person point of view. First person point of view is when the narrator is in the story. So they may use words like I, or me, or we, or us. Third person point of view is when the author is not in the story. They may use names. They may use he or she or they. A solution to a problem. Robert stared at his crumpled bike lying in the yard. Yesterday, he had carelessly flung his bike in the driveway before dinner. His dad, a firefighter, was called to an emergency during dinner. When he got there, he ran out the door, put his truck in reverse, and smashed Robert's bike to smithereens. The bike was beyond repair. His dad was adamantly opposed to buying Robert a new bike. If he wanted a new bike, he would have to buy it himself. But Robert had no money. As Robert sat on the porch, he saw his neighbor come out of her house. She looked frantic as she tried to juggle her jog's leash, check her cell phone messages, and walk hurriedly in high-heeled shoes. "Do you need some help?" he asked. "I'm late for work, but Rosie needs a walk. It's the only exercise of the day." "I can give her a walk now and later today after lunch," said Robert. "That'd be great. I can give you $5 for doing this." As Robert took Rosie for a walk, he mentally calculated how long it would take him to save for a bike at $5 a day. And as he walked, he began to notice other neighbors in the business suits hurriedly walking their dogs, and that gave him an idea. When he got home, he grabbed paints and a sheet of plywood. He made a sign, "Robert's Dog Walking Business," and put it up in the front yard. Then he picked up his bike and carefully placed it in the corner of the garage. From what point of view is the narrator telling the story? This would be third person, and I know that because they're referring to Robert and using words like his, and talking about his dog. So this narrator is not in the story. Circle evidence in the text that helps you identify the point of view. Robert's name is listed, and the pronoun he. Near the end of the story, something gives Robert an idea. Underline that sentence. He is seeing his neighbor with her hands full. She doesn't have time, nor is she really able with her hands full to walk the dog. So that gives him the idea to offer to help her. How will Robert's idea help him solve his problem? Well, if he continues making $5 a day walking dogs in the neighborhood, he will be able to repair or get a new bike. The last sentence said he picked up his bike and carefully placed it in the corner of the garage. Shows me that he's making a more responsible choice. Number 1, what point of view is the story being told? I know that it's third person point of view, so I'm going to eliminate B, and I'm going to eliminate D. Third person limited or third person omniscient. Third person omniscient means that they're watching it happen. So we're going to pick C. Read this paragraph from the passage and revise the paragraph using first person point of view. So instead of saying Robert, I'm going to make him the person telling the story. I'm going to change the word Robert to I. I stared at my crumpled bike lying in the yard. Yesterday, I had carelessly flung my bike in the driveway before dinner. My dad, a firefighter, was called to an emergency during dinner. When he got the call, he ran out the door, put his truck in reverse, and smashed my bike to smithereens. My bike was beyond repair. Okay, so every time a pronoun or noun was used about Robert, I changed it to I, as if Robert was the one talking. So I have I and my used as pronouns now. Next page is for you. Science saves the day. You have 4 multiple choice and a short answer. The second passage is How I Learned to Ride. You have 4 multiple choice and a short answer again. Good luck, and I will see you next video.